You know, there seems to me to be a certain contradiction. My question relates to, is there a contradiction? And if so, how do you explain it or how do you resolve it? Between one idea that you talk about, the idea that you never quit and you never quit in the quest for improvement, and the other one being, well, you got to learn what your limitations are. You got to stay within yourself. In baseball, they would call it, or in sports, they call it play within yourself. Don't try and hit home runs when you're 5'5" and weigh 135 pounds. How does one reconcile these two apparently in a surface contradictory things? Because if you're going to reconcile yourself, that's in a sense a form of quitting.
That's well put. I guess you learn your limitations and then aspire to expand them. You know, that's to not limit them to as they say in Buddhists.
Or maybe
be within yourself and all that, but that's, you have to be within a self that's always changing.
Nixon once said, "There's only one job in this town, and everybody else wants it." And you know, when that was by way of saying everybody wants to be president, of course, and when you aspire to what you can never get, life is just hellish.
That is true.
So maybe what you have to do is figure out what you can do and then try to be the best at that, or something on that order.
Yeah, I think that as I quote in my book, a poet who says at the very end of his life, he writes a poem, sort of elegy to his own life. He was a modest poet who didn't achieve a great deal, but achieved a lot. And he says, it was what I could do.
What I could do, yes.
And I was very moved by that because what he could do was quite considerable.
Yeah.
And he had to learn that lesson. To me, it's an exemplary life. It was a hard life.
Yeah.
But to say that, I did what I could do.
That poem, on the one hand, has that line has, on the one hand, both the seeds of realism and happiness and utter pathos. You know.
Yes, that's true. Sounds like life.
Yeah. Yeah.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.